From exploration comes knowledge, and from knowledge, freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Dickinson College 2007 Arts Award ceremony. If I might ask Emily, if you would join me, Emily Lawrence, and if the dancers are here, if they could also join me, that would be the dancers who have just performed. Won't you come to the stage? We have just been treated to a remarkable performance that underscored the extraordinary talent of this year's recipient, dancer and choreographer Trisha Brown. The Arts Award was created at the initiation of Dickinson faculty, who wanted to recognize and celebrate the achievements of individuals or groups who have made an outstanding contribution to the creative or performing arts. The award was endowed in 1959 by gifts from the members of the Board of Trustees in honor of William W. Edel, president of Dickinson from 1946 to 1959. Over the past 4 decades, Dickinson has had the privilege of recognizing significant talents such as Robert Frost, W.H. Auden, and Seamus Heaney for poetry, John Barth and Robert Stone for literature, David Mamet, Andre Gregory, and Julie Harris for drama, Milton Babbitt for music, and the Pennsylvania Ballet, Trellivar for dance. The award is a multi-day celebration of the artist's accomplishments. Our recognition of Ms. Brown has included classes in women's studies, theater and dance, philosophy and art history, in addition to a lecture demonstration about contemporary dance, a master class, a panel discussion about Trisha Brown's aesthetics, and of course, this evening's outstanding performance. In selecting recipients of the Arts Award, the faculty seek individuals who personify the distinctive characteristics we value in a Dickinson liberal arts education. We seek those who have pushed the boundaries of their art. We seek those who have reached across traditional lines to fuse the past and present into a new direction. It requires a multiplicity of skills. We seek those who understand that the arts, like a Dickinson education, can be useful in the sense they expand and enrich our daily lives in sometimes miraculous but quite ordinary ways. We seek those who are adept in connectivity and who connect the dots where others see only blank space. We seek those who push a genre to the limits, if only to see if the definition of that genre has space beyond what is traditionally offered. Trisha Brown exemplifies all of these qualities. A great iconoclast and innovator, she has challenged the face of dance at each stage of her remarkable career, reshaping our expectations of where dance takes place, how it is constructed, and how the movements themselves take form. For Trisha Brown, dance is a thinking art that demands extraordinary precision and attention to detail, along with a great and deep sensitivity to the whole. Virtuoso dancers must be capable of complex spatial analysis, able to execute a string of movements both forward and backward, and sensitive to the smallest nuance. As one reviewer put it, in Trisha Brown's dances, the separate elements, performer, movement, the way the dance is put together, appear in sharp, clear relief. The dancer is caught inside a system, a structure, and the movement arbitrates between the performer and the structural rules. The dancer's intent seems to be to press the limits of whatever rules and regulations govern the dance, as if trying to get away with as much as possible without breaking the bounds. That playoff facilitates between being a contest or a collaboration. Trisha Brown's work is a metaphor of a Dickinson liberal arts education. Her extraordinary accomplishments exemplify the wonderful creativity and energy that come from always pushing the limits of one's discipline, making unique connections to establish new paradigms, and most importantly, aggressively projecting and standing up for one's convictions and passions. As such, Ms. Brown is a model, an inspiration for our Dickinson students. We are privileged to honor her as our 2007 Arts Award recipient. Ms. Brown, will you please join me at the podium? Ms. Brown, on behalf of Dickinson College, an institution born out of revolution and dedicated to revolution, it is my very great honor to present the Dickinson College 2007 Arts Award to Trisha Brown for her lasting and innovative contributions to contemporary dance around the world. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Will you please join me in congratulating Ms. Brown. As I give you the small token of our appreciation, I almost expect it to begin moving in some way. Congratulations. Again, thank you so much, and good evening. Would you like to say something?
I've come a long way. Have to get comfortable here and kind of chat with you. Just a short story, sum up what makes my entire emotional system flutter. In 1971, I made a choreography that truly made it. I made it myself out of pipes, 14 feet, 12 feet, rectangle. And it was like a table, but it was suspended from the ceiling in a loft. People came in. Oh, onto that rectangle was a grid of sisal rope, and onto those ropes was threaded clothes. I gave the dancers two, myself and another. Trisha, I think you should. To dress and undress our way through that grid, gravity not being an ally. I think in those two performances, there were probably, if we count the little children that were running around underneath it, I think there were probably 38 people who saw it. This summer, I was invited to Documenta in Kassel, and they asked for a number of drawings and also that grid I just described to you. The exhibition was open for 100 days from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 10,000 people a day passed through it. And on about the second or third day, the artistic director of Documenta showed up somewhere behind my shoulder at an event we were both witnessing, and I heard his voice say, "How does it feel to be the spiritual center of Documenta 12?" So I think I have exceeded my size, the one that I started out with. And I'm very, very touched and grateful that you honor me now with this day, the whole day. And I know there's more to come tomorrow. I've been very, very lucky. I've worked very, very hard. I have lived a life on a journey, finding my way through creative acts every single day. And that is an inspiring thing in itself. Innovation is an inspiring thing. And I must say now, all these many years after the beginning of all of that, I am very inspired by you in this lovely visit. Thank you.